computer. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Sorry for
Hey,
the audio problems last time. As always, I have my special guest, Ellen Lee. Ellen, this is episode number 5 of the Dim Sum Bowl Ellen Lee coin flip show.
so I got downgraded from
Well,
S1E to coin flip.
coin flip show.
I deserved it.
Yeah. So how are you doing, Ellen? How are things?
Doing good. My record's sinking and my prediction's sinking.
So
So
that's good, but
let's
this
try
is
to.
what's so great about fantasy football, right? Every year you have ups and downs. So let's go. Let's do a weekend review.
All right.
So last week, so I want to point out a couple of things. The upset of the week you called wrong, and food completely just killed you.
Trash me.
And then, but you did get the lock of the week correct. Wow.
I
So
think
what?
the only thing I got correct.
Yeah. Well, you also got George beating up on Tyann, but nobody got beat up as badly as I did, which you incorrectly predicted. Went
The
went
free
went
was
to
just
the Hawkinson buzz saw. So no shot. No shot.
career day. We have to say
Yeah.
career day. Not gonna
Never
happen
happened.
ever
But
again.
this is why we play, right? And notably, there's no undefeated teams anymore. So
That's true.
everybody lost, and so this is parity. But unfortunately, you went 2-4. So your season total is just a little bit slightly above coin flip. So I
Keep it
think
that way.
we're doing well. Okay. All right. So let's go review the waiver wire. Any comments on this?
I'm just surprised, like no one bid against Eric, and then he spent all that money, 31.
Well, no one also bid
House.
against me, and I spent all that money.
Well,
Right?
yeah, I guess at this point everyone's like got their backups. It's very hard to move.
But what are
your
you
roster
saving your
space.
money for? There's not going to
Um,
be another stud running back later on in the season.
You mean, are you talking about Naeem Hines? I don't think he's just now running back.
Well, no, but I'm saying, is there anybody else like that you're saving your money for in week 10?
No, I'm
Right?
just like, it's just like a lot of people, if you look at the roster, they can drop anybody. So that's the problem. Yeah.
There's
So
no
that's why.
Jen Starks to sink $100 in anymore. So
Yes.
all right. So now if let's go then. So I'm gonna start sharing, and then we'll do this week's palette, and then can you see that?
Yes.
So
All
let's
right.
go. This first game is the Crusher, who's currently in first place with 3-1, and this is a 1 against 2 with the Freak, the auto draft team.
Okay, this is Crusher versus Freaks. I think I just went ahead and just picked like Crusher on this one because it is like, if you just look at the lineup, you probably agree with me, right? The Crusher's team just looks much more explosive. Right away, I'm seeing like Jacoby Myers, like, yeah, even he was healthy, he give you like 8 points, and he's questionable. He didn't play last week.
But the
And then
Freak is Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, Justin Herbert is getting healthier, and when they're healthier, the difference like probably 5 points, 50 yards, But then the difference between Tyreek Hill and Rubbs, and that's more than 50 yards, right?
All right.
And
So
looking at the hunt, if you look at that, the Freaks team is the unfortunate one who lost Javonte Adams, right? Javonte Williams. So that's like $40 out of his like budget, and he has to sneak in Kareem Hunt, who's only getting like probably 9 points or 10 points a week. And then you're looking at Damian Pierce and James Robinson. They can go like 20 points easy every single week, right? Especially with Damian Pierce. That's such a steal. Oh, I wish I had him.
well, you can still trade for him. Okay, so this is not an upset of the week. Then it's not a lock of the week.
It's not the lock of the week.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't say.
All right, so we pick Ronnie.
Because you
all
said
right?
he has
Moving
Josh
on.
Allen. When you have
Game
Josh
number
Allen,
two.
it's never too late.
Game number 2, Food and George.
Oh, this is no, this is not the lock of the week. I think this is going to be like the game of the week because I was looking at it. It has the highest implied total, 115 for Food and 112 for G's. And I just think like you cannot stop the Philadelphia, the greatest show on turf right now. Is like Jalen Hurts is playing out of this world. And then looking at the receivers pretty much, even out, right? Cooper Kupp, Stephen Diggs,
Yeah, Food has a great receiving
Mike
core.
Evans, and T. Higgins. The surprising thing about T. Higgins is, do you know that T. Higgins right now has more fantasy points than Jamar Chase. You know,
Is that
more
true? How do you
suffering.
know?
I just looked it up. I was just curious.
Ah,
So and James Conner right now he has only one TD right now. And last year, this time he already has 6. So I'm thinking he's going to get lucky and fall into the end zone this week, right? And Chase Edmonds, you know, he's actually doing pretty good in Miami. So you're looking at, you know, Chubb and Singletary. Singletary is like, you know, Josh Allen always vultures the TDs. So it's just not a good plug-in. Why is he playing Singletary?
but
Did you lose
Singletary is
someone?
RB1.
No, he's really like a Kareem Hunt. They're playing like multiple backs in Buffalo. Is he missing someone? Like Michael Carter? Oh, he's missing Michael Carter. The starter he drafted, he got his backup, Brees Hall, and he's just basically running away with the job. So too bad for Carter. Yep.
All right. So this one is not locked, but it's food. Okay.
Yes, it's gonna be.
All right.
It's gonna be food.
And then the next one we have Bao, the big winner from last week, and Stuttgart, the last place.
Yeah. Let me take a look. Actually, I still like our team to win because looking at Tom Brady, you know, like his team got beat up really bad last week, and every time after a loss, he's going to be so mad. He's going to be fleeing around. Now, Chris Godwin is back. Julio Jones is back. Mike Evans is back.
Yeah,
He's going to just
but Giselle is gone.
who?
Tom Brady's wife.
Oh, so that's even better, right? He's going to be playing more,
Is
more,
it better?
pissed, more relaxed, right? So, and Devontae Adams, you can beat that. Like, and Amari Cooper, McLaurin, they're
Oh wait,
like
he has
the
Allen
fluctuation is so big.
Robinson, man. He
Who?
hasn't done Allen Robinson, exactly. He's done nothing.
Well, I mean, he can always plug in like Robbie Anderson for, but then I'm thinking like if you look at Amari Cooper who got like 20 yards last week, Terry McLaurin got 30 yards last week. Their offense is just in a mess right now. Cleveland, Washington. So I think Adams alone can cover Cooper and McLaurin combined sometimes. And Williams, you know, he's always up in the air. He's
Yeah,
either
it's
feast or
interesting
fail.
that it's interesting. Jack is benching Burrow, so whoever's looking for a quarterback, Tyann, you
Oh
know,
yeah.
Jack is selling his quarterback. Actually, Ellen, you are too.
I think, yep. Come on, Jack, give it to me. You need a better receiver. I'll give you something. And then looking at the biggest difference is Travis Kelce. If you click on the link, my
Yeah,
goodness, he's scoring
what to
like
say?
15 points, 20 points.
Yeah,
It's like he's
tight end
never
two, tight end number
like
two.
the worst, like the worst thing he has is what, 76 yards, right? So, and then so that's just like unfair advantage for Bao. So it's not gonna happen.
All
So
right,
yeah.
this the lock of the week.
I think no, I'm gonna tell you another better lock of the week.
But what
Basically,
about
when I
okay?
yep, probably the next one.
Okay, so let's go to the next one. It's you against Apocalypse, who came from behind to knock off Crusher's team. Very
Yes,
impressive performance last week.
last week I put myself as upside of the week. This week I'm going to up you opposite of the week too. I'm going to lose to Eric. You know, I just think like San Francisco, who's like scoring like more points than any of my running backs this season, is going to just have a field day
That's
against
true. Look at
Carolina.
that. 15 points here,
Look at
21
that.
points
My
here.
goodness. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
And they're
And
playing
then
Baker Crapfield.
yes, imagine what will happen if they can do that to Stafford, right? So and I have 3 questionable. Even my kickers is injured, but I have no one to drop. So most
What
likely
do
I
you
might
mean?
get
You
a
can
0
drop
there.
Prescott. He's
I
still not
can't drop
playing.
him. You know, I've
You
been
can drop
holding him
Cam
for 3
Akers.
weeks.
Cam Akers is in a timeshare.
No, I can't drop any of them. So, and then Marcus Brown is hurt, Jalen Waddle is hurt, and I only have 1 receiver on my bench, and he's hurt. So, one of my receivers is going to give me nothing too. So this is just bad. I'm going to lose.
All right, lock of the week to Eric.
Yep, this is upside of the week to Eric. Yes.
Oh, outside of the week. Okay, and then the next one is Tensai and Pacemaker.
Okay, Transcend Pacemaker. Yeah, this one I looked at for a long time. I really was going to give to George. I mean to tie in, but I just thought about it. I think I'm going to give to Peacemaker because I think Goff right now is actually playing really, really good. He's a QB1 anytime of the day. And Rodgers is actually still developing with his receivers. And looking at Pittman, Cooks, Godwin, I mean, he's probably evens up with Judy, Thielen, and Devontae Smith, who's not being doing much, right?
Well, the problem is Tyann's taking a hit because DeAndre Swift is hurt.
Yes, he's missing like
But
50
then,
points.
but then you know,
draft
Yaz
dollar.
doesn't have Keenan Allen for a long time. Actually, since week 1, I think.
Yeah. So his receiver is a little weak, but good for him. I think he picked up
His receivers are not weak. He has
Brandon
Pitt,
Cooks.
Cooks, and Godwin.
Well, Cooks is like wide receiver
He has
3.
Eckler. Did you see Eckler?
That's the thing, 31 points and getting back to Eckler form. He has Eckler and Sanders.
And look at Sanders.
Oh my God, he's
look
like,
right?
he's like, don't draft me during the summer, and then we all didn't draft him. And then look at
see, Yaz was
got
smart,
so
man.
lucky.
Yaz was smart.
Yes,
Yaz was smart.
Yeah, Dalvin Cook is still hurt, so he's not going to get 14 points, no way. But Eckler and Sanders looks fully healthy in fully functional explosion offenses, Philadelphia Chargers. My goodness.
So is this a lock of the week?
I wouldn't say. This is just yeah. I
They're
can't say
running out of
Waller. I'm thinking like Waller has to do something eventually, right?
You think?
His draft is so high, so
who you picking?
I'm picking Peacemaker still.
Okay, Peacemaker will win, and then the last game is Haymaker and Euro Crash.
All right, bank it. Okay, this is the lock of the week. When I was watching the Rams game, I'm like, whoever playing Matthew Stafford as their quarterback, I'm going to put as lock of the week as a loser.
Oh, don't jinx me, dude. You jinxed me last week.
You watch the game, right? They cannot, like, their offensive line are like replacement.
They're playing against San Francisco. I don't think Dallas has the same.
They're getting like Matthew Stafford killed, and Dallas is like has a
Look, I'm not playing a tight
really
end.
good.
I'm probably not going to play a defense.
Well, you could get Zach Ertz. I saw that training. Yeah. Like that's a great trade. I love that trade on your move because you're Kyle Pitts.
I have Kyle Pitts who's doing nothing. Look at this.
He's doing nothing. My goodness.
This is pathetic. Look at this crap.
Is pathetic. Yeah. So Zach Ertz will at least give you about 8 to 10 points, like very steady. So I like that move by you. And I say Barkley is like top 5 running back. Breece Hall is slowly moving into that top 15 running back.
Start Hall or start McCaffrey. I don't think the McCaffrey against the 49ers is going to do anything.
See, that's what I hate about your team. Your team is so good. I can say, am I going to sit McCaffrey or not? I can say so your weak points is, we know Juju.
No, but you see these weak. You see weak ass receivers.
Yes, right? Batman is hurt, so you can't really. You're going to plug in, I guess, Pickens for Bateman.
Probably.
So
then I will lose.
But then look at the other side. Josh Reynolds.
Look at Deebo Samuel is going to score 30 points. And DJ
Moore is one of the biggest busts of the year so far.
Derrick Henry going to score 30 points. Kamara is going to score 30 points.
Kamara didn't even play last week.
So he's going to play this week.
No, he might just pull another Kamara for Denny, and I just don't like Kamara at all because look at Denny. He's going to plug in like Rashawn Stevenson or Mark Ingram. So those are not.
Well, I think he's going to play Kamara. I think he's going to play Kamara.
Yeah, I don't know. He's still like not practicing.
He has a good team. I really like Higbee. Even though it was a domestic violence aside, I really like Higbee as a fantasy football player. So I don't know, it's close. So this is lock of the week. You just jinxed me.
Yes, this is lock of the week.
Okay.
Yep. I'm betting against Stafford with all my money.
Okay. And I think that is it actually. Any last minute thoughts? Anything? What do you think about the season? Season's already 4 weeks old. Almost over.
Goodness.
What's the biggest surprise for you?
Biggest surprise for me is how well how slowly the Broncos offense are developing and how bad Russell Wilson has been. I thought he's going to be
pretty good now. I mean, he has weapons everywhere.
I know he has, but he hasn't been doing anything. I thought I was targeting Wilson, but the thin guy didn't get him.
But you know what surprised me the most is Seattle.
Really?
Better without Russell Wilson.
I know, like Geno Smith, 32
points. You can still support 2 fantasy receivers and Rashad Penny.
Yeah, Rashad Penny is like having career Couriers,
So
yes.
I feel like that is incredible.
And being surprised to see from Barkley and Josh Jacobs. Those are on my do not draft list. And look how they're doing for your team and
Well,
doing for
Josh Jacobs, I
Gas's team.
think the Raiders are just gonna run him until he runs out of fuel. You
I
know,
mean, just to think about it, he's only still like 25 years old, so he's not that old.
yeah.
He's just like they abused him so much for the first 2 years that he's kind of washed out, I thought. But look
But
at him.
he is in a mid upper tier of RB1.
He's
So
like right there. He's scoring. He's like number 4 running back right now.
yeah.
It's like
So
crazy.
I think, but hopefully next week we'll have a
Next
special
week.
guest.
Yes.
And it'll be nice to wrap it up. All right. So
All right.
thanks, Alan, and then we'll do the same time next week. And good
All
luck,
right. Coin
man. Have
flip.
a good one. All right.